Today we'll explore an intriguing scene during Jesus' crucifixion, the moment he was offered vinegar while on the cross. Prepare to be impressed by the connection between this biblical event and practices in ancient Rome. Leave your opinion in the comments after this surprising revelation. Before we dive into the vinegar scene, it's crucial to understand what public bathrooms were like in Rome. Unlike the rich who had bathrooms at home, the majority of the population used public bathrooms. Imagine the peculiarity of these places, where people relieve themselves next to each other, a common practice in ancient Rome. After relieving themselves in Rome's public bathrooms, the Romans used an ingenious cleaning system. Let's explore this process in detail. Around the evacuation holes in the Roman toilets was a low stone table. On that table there were vessels containing water and vinegar. This combination of liquids played a crucial role in the hygiene process. Each user of the public bathrooms had a reed, a type of stick, with a sponge tied to the end. This tool was used for personal cleaning after evacuation. After fulfilling their physiological needs, the person took the reed with the sponge and wet it in the water in the containers. Then, he used the sponge to clean his private parts. After cleaning, the public bathroom user handed the reed and sponge to the nearest companion who was ready to use it. It was common practice to share this hygiene tool, as each person had their own reed. When the sponge became worn out due to repeated use, it was discarded and replaced with a new one. This process ensured proper cleaning and regular replacement of the tools used in Roman toilets. This cleaning system not only reflects the hygienic customs of the time, but also, intriguingly, connects with the biblical scene in which Jesus is offered vinegar during his crucifixion. Understanding this historical context provides a unique perspective on the events described in the biblical records. This is a crucial moment in the narrative of Jesus' crucifixion, recorded in the biblical Gospels. Here is a clarification on this specific episode. This scene is mentioned in 3 Gospels: Matthew 27:48, Mark 15:36, and John 19:28-29. After hours of suffering on the cross, Jesus utters the phrase, "I thirst." These words not only reflect the physical intensity of the sacrifice, but they also fulfill an Old Testament prophecy. In response to Jesus' request, the soldiers presented him with vinegar and a soaked sponge placed on the end of a reed. This offer was made through a gesture that contained both elements of mockery and an attempt to alleviate Jesus' thirst. Fulfillment of prophecies. The phrase, "I thirst," fulfills the prophecy of Psalm 69:21, which says, "They also gave me gall for food, and in my thirst they gave me vinegar to drink." Suffering and humanity of Jesus. Jesus' expression of thirst highlights his humanity, experiencing one of the most basic needs. He thus shares the human condition in its entirety, even in the most difficult moments. Jesus' rejection of vinegar. In some Gospels, it is notable that Jesus, upon tasting the vinegar, refuses to drink it completely. This may symbolize his refusal to accept a palliative for suffering, reaffirming his complete redemptive mission. The offering of vinegar to Jesus on the cross, via a sponge on a reed, is a historical link to Roman hygiene practices. Think about it with me. Where did the vase full of vinegar and the sponge come from? And even if you say they didn't come from the latrine, that they were new and hadn't been used. In this act, the Roman soldiers compared Jesus' mouth to the part of the human body used for defecation. Understand that even if the vinegar and sponge were new, this scene is still terribly shocking. John emphasizes that Jesus, by asking for water and receiving vinegar, fulfilled the scriptures. Psalm 69 already predicted this specific event, as if the author knew exactly how everything would happen. Jesus, knowing every terrible detail, did not give up on the crucifixion, fulfilling every prophecy. The depth of this scene goes beyond the simple offering of vinegar. It reveals the fulfillment of the scriptures and Jesus' determination to face each moment of the crucifixion out of love for us. His thirst was quenched not with water but with vinegar, as predicted centuries before. If this video impacts you, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share. May understanding this moment on the cross strengthen your faith. Until the next video, may the peace of God be with you.